everybody, I'm nastymold, and we have a double seasonal candle event on right now, so we are going to find 8 total seasonal candle bundles instead of our standard 4 in the Golden Wasteland. Collecting all 8 of them will give us 2 total seasonal candles. Let's head on in and try and find them. They are of course a little ways in, but they're pretty easy to find today. They're mostly on the main path. So we have one there. Our second one can be found right next to the spirit. Our third one can be found right below the spirit, and fourth is up ahead. From here, we're going to grab our 5th and 6th, which are over on the right-hand side. And then our 7th one can be found on top of the broken temple here. And finally, the 8th one will be towards the exit of this area. Just over here. There it is, you can spot it in the distance. So that is all 8 seasonal candles for today. Again, forging all of these should give us 2 total season candles. Alright, with those found, let's get started on today's daily quests. To melt 10 darkness, it kind of goes without saying, but all we have to do is burn 10 little pieces of darkness. And of course, while you're doing this one, be careful. We can find the light just flying around the very first area when you fall into the Golden Wasteland. It'll do quite a large circle, so it may take a little bit to catch it. To find the sapling in the Golden Wasteland, all we have to do is go into the first area and fly all the way to the right. We just have to stand next to it for 60 seconds and the quest will complete. Today's spirit to relive is the saluting captain. We can find them in the crab fields, also known as the shipwreck area. You can go through the barrier I just passed below, but I like to go through this pipe here if you have additional flight. And this one can be found on the opposite side of the shipwreck, so we're just going to fly over and start the spirit. Remember to be careful in this area. There are a ton of crabs and of course a patrolling krill, although the krill shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just a lot of crabs along the way. Now our first obstacle with the spirit is this door here. Now there are 2 activators, one on each side, and this will open a 2-player door. I am of course a solo person, so we're just going to go around. You really don't have to go through this door, and there's a massive crack here, but of course be careful of the water and the crabs. Today's treasure cakes can be found in the Daylight Prairie, and right now we have a double cake event on right now, which means we'll find 8 instead of the standard 4. So our first 2 we can find up in the very top in the social space. We have 2 here, and the rest can be found all below and throughout the prairie. Our next couple cakes can be found in the butterfly field. We have one in the very middle, and then one just ahead a little bit. Oops, the butterflies are carrying me away. Now we're going to go into the prairie caves, just headed this way, through this exit here, and we have one at the very mouth of the cave. From here, we're just going to fly all the way through until we get to the prairie village. And we have one in the very middle, on the middlemost island, where you can find this winged light, which I will pick up. Now, we have one at the very, very top inside the temple. To get up here a little easier, I would recommend actually visiting Oreo by going inside that island there. There's a 2-player door and then an 8-player elevator. You go up and there's a ton of wax in there. Once you exit that portal, it'll actually bring you to the very top of this temple, so you don't have to bother with flying up. You don't have to bother with activating those bell towers and riding a manta up. You're just instantly teleported, so it's super handy. Now our candle cake can be found in here. This one's kind of tricky, sometimes you might miss it. It's pretty much covered by a pot. And of course we have a little cutscene. There it is, it just lit for me. Come on, cutscene, it's okay. I've been here 100 times. Now we're gonna go back out and basically fly straight ahead and go to the bird's nest area. And this should be where our final cake is. And we can spot it now, right inside that farthest island. And there we go, that is all of the treasure cakes for today. Sad news for today, it looks like it is a no shard day. That means that absolutely no shard will be falling in any of the realms today. Unfortunate. But don't worry. And that is all of the daily changes today in Sky. Thank you so much as always for watching, you guys. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you enjoyed. And I will of course see you in the next video. Bye bye.